Hi, Telios here. This will be the Phase 1 South regular combat mission. I'm going to be running a Sith team. That's Traya, Darth Nihilus, Darth Sion, Count Dooku, and Sith Trooper. These are the mods I'll be using for the team. Here are the mods for Traya, the mods for Darth Nihilus, the mods for Darth Sion, the mods for Count Dooku, and the mods for Sith Trooper. Okay, so one of the reasons that I brought Dooku here is because Dooku brings stuns to the team, which is really important on controlling stuff that you don't want to go a lot. So you'll notice right away that we have double sharpshooter here. The first thing I want to do is try to stun one and or both of them. So I got really lucky with one of the stuns. I don't want them to double defense down on Sith Trooper early. We want him to survive through the early phases here. We know that the Vanguard has the ability to apply exposes any counters on his basic. So I'm actually going to kill him or block him outright if I can. Everybody is cooldown reduced at the moment, so I don't really have anything that I'm super worried about. I'm going to go ahead and stun the Vanguard so he can't continue to counter, and then I'm going to switch back over to Clone Sharpshooter. It's pretty unlikely that I'm going to have to annihilate anyone in this opening fight. You do want a good amount of potency on Dooku because you really do want him to stun pretty regularly here. Having armor shred on Sion is, in my opinion, not a big deal at all. Sion, once he gets rolling, and once I get his revive ability going, is pretty much, it kind of fulfills the same similar role as Malik, where he kind of just becomes this unkillable tank that will just continue to be in front of your team, that will let you stall out for kind of Darth Nihilus to do his thing. I guess I'm going to go ahead and annihilate someone because I kind of wasted a turn before, and I don't feel like I'm in any threat. Ideally, what you would want to do is make sure that your annihilate is up for the beginning of the next wave. The first couple waves here, it's not such a big deal, but it will be. I will make sure that it's up as we move into the last wave. So it's not like I made a mistake. It's just one of those things. I probably should have used it a little bit sooner in the fight so that I maybe could have got a better drain out. So we've got a Pons. Pons is really annoying because he can mark targets, and he's got this being able to inflict speed down and critical chance down, but that's not actually going to matter at all because it's a Traya lead team. So I'm going to isolate the Vanguard again. I really don't want him to do anything, and then I'm just going to wail on Clone Sarge for a while, see if I can get a stun, which I did. They marked Sith Trooper, which doesn't matter at all, not even in the slightest. And of course, Dooku going, he's going to be back up to full protection, and he just kind of goes around stunning everything, so I really don't have anything to worry about in this fight at all. We have the DPS controlled, the tank can't taunt, Pons doesn't do anything when it comes to debuffs. Sure, the Jedi Consular healed, but it doesn't matter. This team is never going to get through either of the tanks that I have. And basically what I can do is just load up Darth Nihilus and get him all set up to annihilate on the next wave. So again, we have pawns. He went again. His AoE is doing a little bit of damage to Darth Nihilus actually, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Darth Nihilus, by the time we get to the final wave, is going to have hundreds of thousands of HP from annihilating these guys. This is probably a situation again where I could use annihilate on DN, and I actually will because I want to stack his health further, and then we'll just kind of pick down the rest of this with basics. This guy isn't going to do anything to us at all. No damage. He'll probably be ability locked and stunned. He's just not going to do anything. So we're just going to basic this guy down, and he's even going to take damage from like dots and stuff. So first things first, we have 2 sharpshooters here and a vanguard again, so that's definitely something we need to watch out for. I'm going to start work on the sharpshooters. They exposed our tank, but we're going to do a full drain here, which is great, and hopefully Traya's isolate is up, which it is. So I can isolate the vanguard again so that he doesn't get to do anything. And we'll start laying down the debuffs, the shock. And I probably will annihilate at least once. Probably the vanguard to get him out of the way as I'm working on the sharpshooters. So I stun the left one here because this guy's already ability blocked. And I'm just going to keep laying down pain, keep laying down the debuffs, and I actually want to purposefully leave. All 4 of these up because I want Darth Nihilus to be able to go again. So I know they're going to be punching on my Sith Trooper over there. It's not really a big deal. Sith Trooper's not in any immediate danger. Yes, they can expose him. Which is kind of annoying, but ultimately it doesn't matter. I would rather be able to feed some more cooldown reduction to Nihilus to make sure that we have him all set up for the final wave. So at this point, it's kind of making sure that we take out the medic before he can do anything too much further to us. We've got all the cooldowns available for Darth Nihilus, so now it's kind of use your basics to kill down whatever's left over. This guy's not going to be able to do any reasonable amount of damage to us, so it's basically just make sure all your cooldowns are ready to go. Dooku will stun him, he'll be ability blocked and dazed, he'll have all the debuffs. So going into the last wave, we're going to take a look and see what we get. Alright, so we've got the clone ARC Trooper Elite again, which is a really bad one to get because this guy will... First of all, he does a crazy amount of damage with his AoE, and he dazes people, which is bad. But it's really his safeguard. Being able to entrench additional enemies is really bad. So if we can, what we want to do is we actually want to annihilate him first. And then probably try to isolate Ayala so that she can't counter on us. And then we want to focus down the 2 sharpshooters. Luminar is going to be fairly useless in this fight. I don't think she's going to do anything major. So between my tanks, I should be pretty much fine. I am going to see if I can get a stun. Let's see. So we're going to go ahead and annihilate him. That means they can't get any more entrenched on our team, which is a very big deal. If we lose, we're going to go ahead and isolate here. Just to get that taunt off, because we really need to get over here and kill one of these sharpshooters. We already have some defense down applied to our Sith Trooper, but what we really don't want is for them to start doing that to the rest of the team. So we got another big drain off from Darth Nihilus. And basically what we'll just do is continue to whittle down the DPS that's over here on the right side, these 2 sharpshooters. and then take out other big threats. Leaving the tank isolated over there on the left is a good idea because he won't be able to taunt block me. Ayala is actually killing herself because she's doing counterattacks. So that's pretty funny. We don't really have to deal with her at all. She's literally just going to kill herself. Um, Now, the person that I want to annihilate is actually stealth right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take out Luminara. This isn't the greatest. I really want to take out the sharpshooters before they can lay down too much defense down on Sion. Otherwise, he's going to start getting exposed pretty heavily, which is really annoying. But again, I'm more worried about the exposes being applied to everyone else because, like, if Darth Nihilus ends up being exposed, that's really, really bad because it's going to do a crap ton of damage for him and it's going to be really hard to regenerate all that health. So we kind of want to play the, keep Darth Nihilus out of danger as much as we can. And since the tank on the left is still isolated, basically just going to wail on the sharpshooter for a while. I'm going to re-isolate and give a little bit of protection. We'll annihilate, and then we'll just auto at the end of this. So my Sith team has what I would consider mid-grade mods. They're G 12.5 plus, I think. I don't have finishers on. But this team handles everything pretty well. Basically, once you start blocking the clones with Drain from Darth Nihilus, they can't really do a whole lot. And then you can basically start whittling them down and taking out important characters with Traya's Isolate. So it's a really good team. You can sub Dooku for anyone, but Dooku works really, really good on a Sith team because he just brings a lot of control. And really, this entire territory war or territory battle is all about control of the clones and making sure that you're in control of the fight kind of from start to finish. So 4-4 with what I would consider a mid to high grade Sith Traya team.